All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the next episode of Pokémon Stadium Kaizo, where in this episode, we're going to take on Sabrina and the Saffron Gym. But I don't know if you guys have heard or noticed, but we have officially reached 50 subscribers today, guys. Yes, we did it. Thank you all for all of your support. This means a lot to me, so I am very, very excited about 50 subscribers. Man, I can't say enough about how great all of your comments, all of your views, all of your support means to me. And I definitely want to thank you guys very, very much for 50 subs. And with that, we're going to go ahead and, as you can see, we're already getting our team going. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give your boy a subscription, smash that like button, do all that fun stuff, and we'll be right back with our team after this. Please stay with us. All right, so for trainer 1, we're gonna have the Burglar up first. All right, here we go. I'm going to open with Jolteon here to start against the Burglar. The Burglar is going to open with Mr. Mime. And we're going to be looking, obviously, to get out of the gate fast. But I definitely want to slow Mr. Mime down, just in case they have a Thunder Wave of their own. Thankfully, here, they do get fully paralyzed to start turn 1. So now we're going to go on the offensive and go for Thunderbolt here. Keep in mind, Jolteon, one of the fastest Pokemon in Gen 1, so we're going to crit a lot. However, this time, Mr. Mime does get off its Thunder Wave to paralyze me in return. However, I do have the speed advantage, so I'm just going to keep being aggressive, attacking with Thunderbolt, and we do get a crit on turn 2 to knock out the Mr. Mime. Very impressive showing, even after getting fully paralyzed for Jolteon. We're going to awake the Burglar's second Pokemon, which is going to be Machamp. Now, I'm definitely suspicious and suspecting and expecting Machamp to go for Earthquake. Knowing that that is a possibility, I'm going to protect Jolteon by bringing it out and putting Dodrio in. Keep in mind, as a flying type, it's of course going to have the type advantage against Machamp. Plus, we have Drill Peck. So we're definitely in for a free switch right here. And like I said, we're going to follow up here with Drill Peck. Do a lot of damage with a high attack stat. We do get a super effective critical hit for a one-shot on the Machamp right here. And already, we're awaiting the Burglar's third and final Pokemon to come out, which is going to be Blastoise. Now, we got to be careful here because it could potentially have Ice-type moves that it can use for super effective damage. So I'm going to go for Body Slam, even with high defense. I do have a high attack stat. I'm looking to paralyze. I don't get it. They're going to strike with a Blizzard just as I had anticipated. Hopefully we don't get frozen. We do not, but we do take a ton of damage off of that super effective Blizzard. Now, what am I going to do next? We're going to go for Hyper Beam to try to get the rest of his HP gone. And we do strike with a critical hit on the Blastoise. And just like that, we take battle 1 with a quickness. Oh, man. I've definitely been running that Hyper Beam Body Slam strat a lot within these past few episodes, and it's definitely paid off more often than not. As we get our first win here in the Saffron Gym, we're going to take on the medium next up for Trainer 2. And once again, they're going to have a formidable team here. All right. All right, so once again, we're going to open with Jolteon. They're going to open with Lapras, so right away we're going to have a massive type advantage against the water type, even though Lapras do tend to be very bulky and can take some hits. We're going to go for Thunderbolt straight up. And hopefully they don't paralyze us with the Body Slam and slow us down that way, which is what they're looking to do right now. Thankfully, we don't get paralyzed and we don't even get critically hit. So again, I'm going to remain aggressive, go for the Thunderbolt. However, they're going to switch Lapras out. Who are they going to put in to replace it? They're going to put in Ninetales. Woo! To replace the Lapras. We're still going to remain aggressive here. We don't get a crit or paralysis here, but that's okay. I'm definitely looking to slow Ninetales down with the Thunder Wave here because it does have pretty impressive speed of its own. Now, one thing we got to look out for, A, is Body Slam, and potentially if it's got Dig, they do score a critical hit against us, so that knocks us down into the yellow. I definitely want to save Jolteon, so I'm definitely going to pull Jolteon back. And who else are we going to put in to replace it? We're going to put in Snorlax right here since we've got Earthquake and a high attack stat. One thing that's going to destroy us is if we get Burn here, which we do not, although it does do an impressive amount of damage against us. Thankfully, we have the speed advantage because Ninetales is paralyzed. Ninetales doesn't really have all that great of defense, so I'm looking to knock it out here, and I do not. We just fall short at 15 HP, allowing the Ninetales to confuse us with Confuse Ray. Now we're gonna be in for an uphill battle here because we're gonna have to fight this off. We do attack ourselves in confusion with the failed Body Slam attempt. However, Ninetales unable to capitalize, as it does remain fully paralyzed. And once again, Burglar going to switch out here. And they're going to put in Hypno as their third and final Pokemon here. We do shake off the confusion after just one turn. Oh, we get a nice Body Slam going. We don't get paralysis, though. I'm sorry, the medium. The medium, I'm sorry. I forgot the trainer's name for a second, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. But what is going to matter is they do get a huge special drop on us with this sidekick. We're going to go for another Body Slam, and we do get paralysis right here, knocking it down into the yellow. So once again, we're going to steal the speed advantage. And one more Body Slam. Going to do this trick right here. So now we have got the medium kind of backed up into a corner. We're dealing with the paralyzed Ninetales and a Lapras that's in yellow health. They're going to put the Lapras back in. Keep in mind, we still have Jolteon and we still have our speed advantage. And at this point, I really have no need for Snorlax anymore, so I'm just going to let it go down to this Thunderbolt right here from Lapras. Snorlax doing a wonderful, wonderful job for us. And I'm looking to send Jolteon back in right away. Now that the medium is starting to run out of places to hide their Lapras. And one more Thunderbolt gonna do the trick here. And that is gonna KO the Lapras right here. And all that's left is a paralyzed, low health Ninetales. So we will very easily be able to pick the bones and walk away with a W here. We can do whatever we want to this Ninetales at this point. I'm not going to try to get too cute here. I'm just going to go for a tried and true Thunderbolt. We're going to get a needless crit, but that's okay. We'll take it. And we are halfway through the Saffron Gym already. Whoo, boy, things are starting to heat up here, ladies and gents, because now we're looking at our third challenger here in Saffron Gym. We're going to have the Gambler up next. And if you guys are familiar with the Stadium games, you know the Gamblers like to go for their one-hit KO moves, so that's something that we're definitely going to have to contend with here. All right. We got the Ramblin' Gambler. We're going to open with Dodrio. They start with Dragonite. So I'm definitely anticipating a Thunder Wave plus Horn Drill combo. I'm not quite sure what to do here, so I'm kind of stalling for time. Do I switch or do I stay in? I stay in and go for Body Slam to try to slow down the Dragonite. And I do not, but we do get a little bit of damage in there. But they are going to go for Thunder Wave. That's going to be a problem because of the one-hit KO strats that the Gambler is looking to employ here, of course. With that, I'm going to go ahead and switch to Mr. Mime or Jolteon because both of them are going to have the speed advantage over Dragonite. And we can at least make them miss a Horn Drill. I do put in Mr. Mime here. They're going to go for Horn Drill. They're going to miss since the successive one-hit KO moves are based on speed in Gen 1. And I go for Ice Punch here. I probably should have gone for Thunder Wave for sure. So I have backed myself into a corner. That was a bad decision because we don't even get the knockout or a freeze. Now 2/3 of my team is paralyzed. So now Jolteon is my only hope at this point. So now we got to switch out again. So the good news is that we'll be able to get a free knockout on this Dragonite. But the bad news is if we get paralyzed here, we are going to totally be susceptible to one-hit KO moves from here on out moving forward. I do go for Thunderbolt to knock out the Dragonite here. And oh boy. Oh boy. Like I said, the good news is that Dragonite's going to go down. But we're going to have a problem once Jolteon gets paralyzed. So they got Slowbro as their second Pokemon, and we know it's going to have Thunder Wave. So what am I going to do here? Am I going to go for Thunderbolt or go for Thunder Wave? I'm going to go for safety here and slow down the Slowbro. And of course they're going to do the same to me. So now our entire team is paralyzed. The good news is that Slowbro won't be able to outspeed me. The bad news is, A, we get fully paralyzed on this turn. And so does Slowbro. So we do have another shot to go for Thunderbolt. They are going to switch. And they're going to switch to Rapidash. It could have Agility, Body Slam, as well as Horn Drill. Man, we do a lot of damage right there. At this point, oh boy, I'm thinking about whether or not I should switch or go for Thunder Wave. But they're going to go for Horn Drill. And we do get knocked out. Oh my god. No. Ah, man. I was hoping with that 30% accuracy we were at least going to dodge, but to no avail. I was actually way more frustrated than this actually playing this. But for you guys, I hope I'm at least mildly entertained with this. They're going to go back for another Horn Drill again, and no! At that point, I got fed up. I was like, screw it. I'm going to reset here. And we'll see what happens next. All right, take two. Here we go against the Gambler. Hopefully, I've been able to learn my lessons from the first failed attempt. We do have Doug Trio out first, so that's going to be a problem. Or so you think. But I have Dodrio. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to switch to avoid Fissure. Another one-hit KO move. Now keep in mind, we are going to have to deal with Rock Slide most likely. But I've got plans for the Doug Trio. I'm going to go for Body Slam here. And I'm going to do my best not to refer to Dodrio as Doug Trio. We do get a super effective crit. The names are so similar. And they both essentially have 3 heads. We do get the paralysis on the Doug Trio, though. So that's definitely going to put us into the power position here. Doug Trio is so weak in HP and defense that it was easier than we thought it was going to be, quite frankly. We do get the early knockout against the Doug Trio. We're going to be awaiting the Gambler's second Pokemon, which is going to be the Rapidash from last time. that basically swept our team with Horn Drill. And it's going to go for Flamethrower to knock us out here. They are faster. Rapidash is fast. Crazy fast. And with that, Dodrio goes down. So I'm looking at either Mr. Mime or Jolteon here. I would be smart to go for Jolteon here and then go for Thunder Wave. Now keep in mind, they could still have agility. So even if they're paralyzed, they can still outspeed us, believe it or not. But they're going to go for Body Slam to try to slow us down. They do not, but they do get a respectable amount of damage right here. And I'm going to be aggressive and go for the Thunderbolt. Hopefully we can score some crits here. We do not, but we do a good chunk of damage. Rapidash once again going to go for another Body Slam. And once again, we do tank this nicely. We are into the yellow, so we're kind of in trouble here. I'm definitely once again hoping for a critical hit with our next Thunderbolt attack. So let's see what happens here. Down to 39 health. And one more Body Slam should knock us out. It does not, but we do get paralyzed though. Now keep in mind, we still have the speed advantage since we have faster base speed. So I'm stalling a little bit. I'm thinking about it. And we are able to get one last Thunderbolt off against the Rapidash to knock it out. Oh man. Unfortunately, with us being in low health and fully paralyzed, that's going to make us useless against the next Pokemon here, which is going to be Slowbro. We had a type advantage there. But Jolteon's going to get down. But I'm trying to think if I should switch to Mr. Mime, which I'm going to do here, or stay in with Jolteon. Now I'm looking to paralyze Slowbro with Thunder Wave. That is going to be my strategy with Mr. Mime. They're going to go for Body Slam here. Oh, that's a crazy animation. Oh, Slowbro's the best, man. I love it. But thankfully, it doesn't do hardly any damage with a low attack stat. And we're going to go for Thunder Wave to take Slowbro's speed advantage away from Jolteon. And Slowbro does remain fully paralyzed. Now, I'm thinking, should I go for Thunderbolt or switch back to Jolteon? I am going to switch back to Jolteon here, and I'm looking, obviously, for Slowbro to remain fully paralyzed, which it is. But here's the thing, I also have to get an attack off. So we're not out of the woods yet. We do get an attack off. And we do some huge damage, but Body Slam, unfortunately, is going to knock us out. But that is okay, since once again, we are now in the power position to knock out the Slowbro with Thunderbolt and to ultimately advance to challenge Sabrina. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're not going to waste any more time polishing off this wonderful Slowbro. And that's it, baby. We will be moving on to challenge Sabrina up next. Now keep in mind, guys, so in my area, we've had some thunderstorms last night as I'm recording this, and I literally had my power go out for like 2 seconds, so that's going to cause the game to lag like crazy. Alright, guys. So once again, like I did for the last episode, I'm going to go back in editing to see what attempt this actually was. I do believe this is our 4th attempt, but I'll let you guys know when I go back to edit the final product. But thankfully, this one's in way better shape than our first attempt that, you know, my power went out last night, so it made the whole game go completely haywire. So I decided not to include that in this video because it was going to make the video look really bad. And in fact, I was cringing watching that first attempt back, so I'm not going to include it in this video. But what we will include is this Thunderbolt right here. Oh, we do get our special lowered by the Alakazam. Yeah, we're barely doing any damage at this point to this Alakazam. And we do get critically hit. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, but we do get knocked out early. But thankfully, I've got some physical attackers in the mix as well that I'm definitely going to need for Sabrina. Psychic Pokemon generally, at least in Gen 1, aren't known for their defense. And I'm definitely going to look to take advantage of that with a high-powered stab body slam right here from Dodrio. And we're going to knock it out right here. So, thankfully, you know, we did get the knockout. We needed that to happen. Otherwise, they were really going to rough us up there with another Psychic or potentially a Paralysis. But we don't have to worry about it, at least for right now. But what we do have to deal with is the Starmie. Now, it's got a lot of super effective options it can use against us. One of those being Blizzard right here. We just got to be careful not to be critically hit or frozen. And we are neither of those, but we almost get completely one-shot. Let's see if we can get Paralysis on the Starmie. We do get a crit and Paralysis. We almost got a one-shot of our own. Wow. Wow. And one more Body Slam should knock out the Starmie. Boy, whew. That turn right there definitely changed the complexion of this matchup in our favor. And we're going to be awaiting Sabrina's final Pokemon here, which is going to be Hypno. Hypno. Oh man, I love Hypno. But it's also, I also hate fighting Hypnos in these games. Oh, it's horrible. Ooh, we do knock it down to nice health. But we are going to be fully recharged. It doesn't matter anyway, since we won't be able to take another hit. So that's why I went for the Hyper Beam early. And again, that crit did not matter. But at least we give Snorlax a massive head start. And we should be able to close things out right here. Now, do I go for Body Slam or Hyper Beam? I'm kind of debating. Hyper Beam will most definitely one-shot the Hypno from this range. But Body Slam can at least paralyze if it doesn't knock out. Either way, I'm going to have to wait to find out. What we can't afford is a critical hit or a special drop, and we get neither, thankfully. And, oh, we don't quite knock it out. It's got 5 HP. Now, once again, if we get critically hit, it's probably over. We do not get critically hit. We do survive. And one more Body Slam is going to defeat Sabrina and get us the Marsh Badge. Oh boy, we are coming up quick on the end of our gym battle challenge here. We got 2 more gyms to go until the Elite Four after this. So I'm very excited. And with that, we clear the Saffron Gym battle for round 2. And we receive the key from Sabrina and open Blaine's Tower. And with that, guys, whew, that was a high-powered episode right there, buddy. So if you guys enjoyed this video, once again, please smash that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications for more episodes. Once again, thank you guys so much for 50 subs. I really do love and appreciate all of you guys. Oh, man. Speaking of red hot, we got the red hot fire gym leader of Cinnabar Island, Blaine, in our next episode. So if you guys want some summer heat, make sure to come on back once again. And with that, guys, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all at the Cinnabar Gym.